How's everybody doing? Sorry about that. A little bit late, right? Anyway, hold on. Let me drink this. I saw Nikki was hanging in there for as long as she could. Thanks, Nick. Whoever else is in here, I didn't look. Sorry, guys. I'm way behind. Oh, wow. Let's see. Scott and Bobby. Bobby might not be here. He might have fallen asleep. He's old, so his attention span isn't that. Just kidding, Bobby. My visa came today. Wow. I applied for the no family multi-entry. When it came today, it says 90 days. I don't know. It might be a good thing because you might get the year plus the 90 days. I don't know. Did somebody answer you? Hey, Black Sheep, are you still here? Did you already go? What's the big move? What's the big move? Sorry, guys, if I didn't. Bobby, Nikki, there's Nikki there, hand waving. Scott, I think I caught everybody. E.T., how you doing? Tommy J, sorry, guys. Samachi, is that right? Samachi, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Sorry, was doing something else. Nikki saying hello. I don't know if he's still here or not. You're on vacation, right? I think if you haven't already left. Sorry. Mitch, how you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. Let's see. Nikki. There you go. Good morning, Ryan. How are you? God, I'm way behind. Bill, Andy, I was hoping you were going to be here. I hope you're still here. You called me. I saw I had a missed message. I was trying to do everything yesterday, so I turned off, sat down, got my airline tickets, from Bangkok to the States back, and from Buriram to Bangkok, and did it all. Hopefully I'll catch up. Andy had called me, and I missed it. Sorry. Let's see. God, I can't. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing okay, thanks. I'm hanging in there. You know, it helps. I actually had a real good, which was kind of awesome for me anyway. Not talk, but text for about an hour and a half with my brother, and it was really. I thought it was a good one. So did he, actually. So I'm hoping everything is going to be good when I get there. So he'd been doing everything. You know, I don't think I give him enough credit for the 3 years that he's basically had to put in there because I wasn't there. So anyway, I'm feeling better about that. And I'm feeling better that Mom, you know, now that I talked to him more about it, she was really bad, man. Yeah, she's definitely in the place that she's been preparing for her whole life. My mom's been ready to die for 30 years. You know, she's been ready to go because she wanted to be with God and sit there and, you know, join eternity or whatever she imagines. I hope it's everything that she thought it was. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, it is. I feel okay. Like I said, I can't remember if is Jake here or not. It was really interesting because, of course, I waited and didn't know exactly what days I wanted to go, and as the airfare was going from, you know, down here all the way up to 14, 15, 1600 round trip, and I remembered I went to another site, not my one that I always show you guys, the Just Fly. I forget what it was, Cheapo Air or something. I just put in there who has the best prices on tickets from Bangkok to LAX, and it popped up that one. I happened to click on it and started looking, and as I was going, I'm going, wow, it was that Asia Air, and I looked at it, and it was the prices. You know, they used to be pretty low. Now a normal price is like 1,100, 1,100, 1,200, and as it was getting obviously closer to the time I was leaving, they kept on going up. So anyway, when I got it, it was like 1,300 or 1,400. As I'm filling out the stuff, it was a decent price. It was with the seat locations and everything and all that. It was like $1,300. So up in the top it says talk to a, if you have questions, talk to an agent now. So I'm sitting there and I remember what Jake had said about, tell them that you're a bereavement or whatever type thing. But it just kind of dawned on me, maybe I ought to talk to this guy because I wanted to find out about the wheelchair and how, I didn't see anywhere on there on how to ask for it and all that crap. And so I clicked it, and it gave a phone number. I clicked the phone number, it dialed it, and the guy came up, and I was on the phone with him for probably over 30 minutes. And the guy did everything. And he goes, what are you trying to do? I said, I want to make sure that I've got a wheelchair. I want to make sure that I've got the right flights, and I just don't want no problems. And he said, well, you're going back. You're in Thailand. What are you going back to the States for? And I said, my mother passed away. And he said, oh, okay. He said, let me see what I can do. Boom, 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 boom. He said, do you have any problem with Philippine Airlines? And I said, no. I think I asked everybody, and everybody said they were okay, or whatever. And they came back with $708. And then by the time I added seats, which I could have left it with the wheelchair, I think they're going to change me anyway. But I paid the extra money. It came out to be with $45 where I could change my flight last minute, whatever, what do you call it? Guarantee or whatever the hell it's called. It was only $45. Came out to $850. So I saved $500 just by clicking that little thing and saying I wanted to talk to somebody. So that was cool. Then after I got done with that, then I scheduled the flights from Buriram to Bangkok, and I've got to change airports and do that kind of crap. So that worked out. And then I just got off the phone with my buddy that lives up in Reading. I wasn't going to do anything. I was only going back for a week. This particular one, I had to stay till the 18th. I wanted to come on the 15th. So I'm going to see all my family, of course, at the gathering deal or whatever it is. I guess it's in my brother said, do you have any problem with us taking some money out of the house and having a big shindig at the Italian restaurant? They can have 150 people or something. I said, sure, I don't care. So they'll have that, and that's on Saturday the 11th. And so I said, well, hell, I might as well fly up to my buddies in Reading, which I've been wanting to get up and see him for 4 years. And so I'm going to fly. After I get done, well, that's what I was doing. That's why I was almost hit the thing and didn't read everything. And then I looked at it. I thought I was arriving back on the day from Reading. I was trying to time it so that I arrived at LAX on the same day that I was flying out of LAX to Manila. So I've got to look at it afterwards. So I'm going to probably do that. That way I don't have to hang in the valley. I don't think I want to hang there. I'll see my family and everything, so it'll be all right. So Andy, I see you there. I just used Cheapo Air to book my tickets the other day. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? The guy was, I'm guessing he might have been Indian. I don't know. But he had kind of an accent, but very helpful. I had a hard time understanding him talking, but we got through that, and he was big time helpful, man. It was awesome, and like I said, and when I looked at it, it didn't say bereavement or anything like that. It said you're an old bastard, whatever, senior something or other. So I don't know, man. Maybe if you want to travel, maybe you ought to be telling people that you're an old bastard. Like Bobby could do that easily, right, Bobby? Check out. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. That's awesome. I like it when you're talking to each other and I'm rambling. Then I don't feel like I've let somebody down. Yeah, there's one airline that he told me to check out. What's it called? AVELO, that flies out of Burbank to Reading. They actually fly right into Reading Airport, and so does LAX and Burbank. But the ones in Burbank, they wanted like $800. I'm going, man, that's a lot of money. Hell, I could rent a car and drive up there if I didn't want to lose 2 days, because it's quite a drive up to Reading. But yeah, so I don't care about LAX. I go to the flyaway. They bring me right to where I want to go, and I'm done. So all I need to do is have somebody, take me over and drop me off at the flyaway. But I did see there's a lot of snow. Daz, I think, isn't running into that too. Hey, Daz, weather sucks in Northern Cali. I heard it's getting better. Is what I'm was what my buddy. I talked to him this morning. He's he's going through the process of opening a above board, straight, every I dotted and everything for a grow in Northern California. And he's like this close. He's waiting for one final signature on. So I've kind of helped him through the stages, just giving him my support and stuff. He found local people. He did. Him and his sons are putting it together. And due to the virus, man, he's been in had something to do with the FAA and airlines and fixing airplanes and stuff like that, and coffee makers on and stuff and seats and panels and all sorts of stuff. Well, obviously that kind of went away due to the virus, and he'd been doing it ever since I could remember. He left the San Fernando Valley back when we were like 20 or something, because everything was UPS'd in. So he went up and lived with his parents in Northern California. He liked it up there, which I don't blame him. It was an excellent move. So I want to go up and see him. I haven't seen him in a while. Good friends, him and his wife. Top-notch people. Supposed to suck here tomorrow. Really, I'm hoping I'm not coming until I fly in on the night of the 9th, and then like 10 o'clock or something. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't figured that part out of it yet. I know that Randy had said that he would come and pick me up, but I don't want anybody to have to do that. I don't think. And if I'm taking the flyaway, by the time if it lands at 10:30 p.m., by the time I get out of there, get on a flyaway to Van Nuys, it's going to be midnight, and I don't want to put anybody out. Let's see. Seattle to SoCal in 2 days, a couple of years ago. Drove, yeah. Reddy and I went up to quite a bit. He was the one that got me and my son into go karting. He's awesome. I can't wait to see him face to face. I've talked to him quite a bit. We obviously stayed in touch with all this stuff going on, but. Rained here and in Texas. It sucks here. Oh, since you got there. Hey, Tim, thanks for the kind words, my friend. I was almost going to put on the hat that Tim had given me when I was there, and I didn't get it adjusted and shit on time, so I was way behind. What did you do? I missed my brother's funeral because I was in the Philippines where there was a live stream with the family. Really? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of I don't know. Like I think I told you, we talked about it before. I've never lost a close, besides my wife, a mother, a father. My uncles I did, and I was pretty tore up about that. But it hit me a lot harder than I thought it was going to hit me. And because I thought, she lived a long life. She was in bad shape. She needed to go. It was a good thing. Excuse me. It was a good thing. But it still sucks. I think about everything. And we had talked about it before, and Dad said keep on the positive things. The negative things with my mom, 90% of them were kind of funny. That I had gotten high. She didn't know I was high, and, sneaking girls in and out the window, that kind of stuff. The kind of stuff that I really, that I felt bad about was, her having to come and get me out of jail as a juvenile, and, and stuff like that. It wore on her, but I was still like, that unconditional love stuff is freaking awesome. It's hard to beat that. So it's cold March. Since my daughter's birthday today, well, here in Thailand, tomorrow, March 2nd, I've got to call her up, talk to her. And I don't know if she's coming or not. I called once to find out, make sure that she knew about her grandma. And she texted me back she was working, so I haven't. That was 3 days ago. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. But obviously I'll be back before you get back. So, Bobby. So I will so I will definitely we'll be getting together, and I'm going to schedule another one either June or July. I'm going to get back on that every 4 months for a couple of weeks. I think I'm going to try to go for 3 weeks, and I think I'm going to, even though I got some business to take care of and stuff like that, I can kind of duck away for a little while. And I think I'm going to take my wife. I'm going to try to take my wife. I'm going to see about getting the visa. Everybody there, are you bringing your wife? Are you bringing your wife? Are you bringing your wife? Are you bringing? They don't understand. I can't do that with, overnight here, get a visa and stuff. I really didn't try, so I shouldn't say that. But my understanding that it takes a little while. So I figured when I get back, I'll start planning the one in either June or July. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm telling you, I'm already freaking out. I want to get, I want to have Nitnoy call the doctor and see if he can give me a handful of Xanax, so I can pop those and float into La La Land. And so they got to step over me if I'm in a aisle seat or pissing there in the chair, one of the two. But I'm not looking forward. I'm worried about a panic attack. I've never. The closest thing that I've come to a panic attack is not being able to frickin' breathe. And it's the weirdest, two things. I never wanted to be burnt alive, and I didn't want to drown. And third one, I hate knives. I don't like sharp objects. I don't want to be sliced. I'd rather be shot. But anyway, and that not being able to breathe is exactly what I envisioned drowning would be like. And you can't breathe, and it freaks you out. That's the closest I've come to a panic attack. And if I have something like that on the plane, what are they going to do? I mean, more than likely I'll just pass out and start breathing normal. But I don't know, maybe a couple Xanax. So I'm going to hit up the hit up the doctor and say, for the flight, man, I need a few pills. So. Let's see. Week after I turned 18, was in jail on Friday. Dad let me sit there till Monday. I never did again. That was the strangest thing. I was talking to my buddy about it. I had turned 18, and we went to pick up a couple of girls in Long Beach in a Volkswagen. And damned if we didn't get a flat tire on the way there, me and two buddies, and or three buddies, two buddies. So we fixed the flat tire, and we're driving down. We get to Long Beach. We pull off the freeway. Well, damn, we didn't get another flat tire. So it's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night or whatever. So me and a buddy we find a Volkswagen. Me and him are in the back. We're lifting the Volkswagen up so they can pull the tire, steal the tire. And here come the cops hauling ass around the corner, lights blaring, and I'm going, what the shit? So the cops came up, don't move, put your hands, blah, blah, blah. So they get us cuffed, and I'm going, man, how'd you guys get here so freaking fast? And the guy pointed up, and there's a 2-story apartment building or something there, and a big picture window, and a guy standing there like this, looking down on us. So we went to jail. First time that I went to jail as an adult. And my mom had always come and tell me, and she said, sit there and rot. And that put a deal in my mind, so kind of similar to what you said. Took me a day or two to get out of on an OR, and did make me think about, going to jail a lot more by her saying that. She was, rest in peace, Mom. She was a good old bird. What did Rob say? Just lost 2 aunts. My dad's older sister. He's 80 and taking care of my 78-year-old mother with Alzheimer's. Man, that's my biggest fear, man. I don't like that Alzheimer's. I see my aunt, my favorite aunt, get it, and it's nasty. There you go. How you doing? Got to catch the train, so I have to hit the road. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a look at your email when you have a chance, please. All right. Take it easy. Travel safely. Hey, Brock, how you doing? Glad you could make it. So, yeah, so that's the the biggest thing. So I saved $500. Well, I guess I'll have to party when I get to. No, I won't drink, but I guess they'll this, in this Italian restaurant that my brother picked. It's supposed to be a nice place. I don't think I've eaten there. I was looking at the name of it just a little while ago because I was looking at everything, the itinerary for that for the 11th, and I'm sure it's a nice place. Yeah, it seems like you know what it is. It's our age, man, or at least that's the way I'm figuring it. I'm gonna say, I've lost a bunch of friends too young, as far as I'm at 56, 50, 48, 60. My wife. Yeah, it's our age. I think you get to a certain point where all your aunts and uncles are like 90. At least that's the way I'm at now. My mom was 90. She passed. My uncles were young. One uncle was way too young. Um, but yeah, we're at that stage now where I got one aunt that was in the same place that my mom was at. That's how my brother found the place. My cousin put her in a nice place, and I think it was in Simi Valley. It was close to him, close to my brother. But luckily, she didn't have to spend that much time there. I think 6 months, and half that time she was in and out of the hospital. So but she didn't dig it from what my brother said. She was ready to go, but he was surprised it was so quick. But I think that's what it is, man. We're at that age in our life that friends, family, everything like that, they're all going to start dying. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I thought maybe if I, amp myself up that, she was horrible. This is way better. I still lost my mom. I can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, mom, what's up? Which kind of sucks. Really sucks. You're absolutely right. Doesn't matter. Hey, Expat Paul, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, go ahead and check it out. It's um, kind of a foodie thing, right? I mean, everything that I've seen is mostly about food, but it's good. I like seeing the street food and the places. Like I said, he went into the IKEA. I didn't even know IKEA had food, so I didn't even know there was. Well, I did recently. I knew that there was an IKEA in Bangkok. Yeah, it sucks every time. And the worst part about it, man, I can never even try to forget my mom's because it's Valentine's Day. Rob has the same deal. It's good when you're growing up. I'm going, thanks, mom. Thanks for being born on a holiday, so I can never forget. But now it's going to come back, and it's always worse. Like dying on someone's birthday and stuff. And I'm hoping when I go, I'm not related to any day that any of my kids or family have, which is a day. That's the day Dave died, and and hopefully everybody will have a good time. I'm hoping to hang in there for a while. I'm like I said, I never thought that I would really care that much when I came here to Thailand. It was like, okay, it's a nice place. Look at this. I can have a good time if I want to push things to the limit. I can really party and do whatever I want to. I never got to that point, but and then the turn of events in my life, it was like it was orchestrated. And I give some of that to my mom. She's always praying for me, and always it doesn't make a difference. We were talking about the way mothers are. My mother, especially, firstborn Italian male, that's a god. You know, and I could do no wrong. I told him we were laughing this morning. I said I could get a job as shoveling horse shit. And my mom would tell her friends, my son's the best horse shit shoveler you've ever seen. He can just shovel shit. I mean, it was always a positive thing in my life. Always. Never negative. He's this, he's riding motorcycles. He's not a good person. No, her son was, that's amazing. I know everybody's probably that same way. Mom's always put you on a pedestal, right? Or is it just me? Um, let's see, tomorrow. Let's see. You're getting old when you see the movie stars. Yeah. Exactly. And on YouTube, man, it seems like they do them all the time. Look who passed away in 2022. And half the time when I watch, I'm going, he's dead. She's dead. Shit, she's 4 years younger than me. He's my age. But yeah, and I have to watch it because you're going, well, who's next? Who didn't I hear about? Uh, I'm just hoping I go in a massive heart attack, dead before I hit the ground. I don't want anybody changing my diapers. I don't want to be a burden on anybody, and I want to enjoy life to the max. Right? Where's it at? Right over there, somewhere. Hey Jack, how you doing? But yeah, I, when just make sure when you're building the house, tell Jai that the only stipulation you have is there are no mirrors in the house. That's all, and then you don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Yeah, Mama's boy. Yeah, man, she was. That's amazing. I look back and I never really thought about it that much, and now I look back on it and I'm going, man, she was a amazing woman, and everybody. There's going to be a crap load of people there. I mean, everybody loved my mom. She had a lot of friends. So we'll see. It's going to be a good time. I'm not going to do any video or anything. I don't think anybody really wants to watch. The party would probably be good. You'd get to see a bunch of my relatives, but I don't want to drag. Half of them don't know I do do YouTube. I'd probably be over 2,000 subscribers if I just told them to subscribe. So anyway, how long have I? Oh, a half hour I've been rambling. Not bad. So the only thing I've got to do is get a flight from the 13th back on the 18th, if I can find one early enough in the morning, or I've got to come back on the 17th, and then I'll stay in a hotel right there at LAX, and then get up the next. I think the flight leaves 1 o'clock p.m., 1:30 p.m. from LAX to Manila. Hey, how you doing, Paul? Glad you could make it. Oh, we got 25 people in here. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, so I think that's all I got to put together. I'm just taking a carry-on. I'm not going to bring back or do any kind of crap. That's why I figured I'll schedule another trip in June or whatever, or July, and then come back and go through if there's any. I don't know what she's gotten. My mom was pretty good. Like I said, she has all that antique furniture and shit like that, and she put who she wanted to go to, whether it be my daughter, my son, my cousins, whatever. She wrote on there what and where she wanted it to go. So I think it's pretty cut and dry on all that kind of stuff. The little stuff, I don't know. I mean, I just want a couple of things, that were my mom's that I can slap on the wall, and it'll probably be a crucifix of some kind or a picture of Jesus. Her house was a typical Catholic, Italian Catholic woman's house. Pictures of her kids and pictures of God and the Pope. All right, Andy. I hope it wasn't anything important. If not, I'll try to talk to you again. I was trying to cram everything into trying to get stuff done. So it wasn't that I just ignoring everybody. I haven't answered very much. Of course, everybody knows. Thank you for all and everything. I really appreciate it, and I will get to answering them. I just don't know when. I should do it in the morning. I think I'm caught up. Oh, everybody's saying good morning to each other, and I'm almost done with my coffee. I don't think I have. I got a little bit of ice. I'll pour a little Coke and have a drink. Drink the water out here first. And a shot of Diet. What is this one? Diet Pepsi. Where's who's here in Thailand? What tastes better, Diet Pepsi or Coke Zero? I like Coke Zero better than Coke Light. So Some people probably say I'm crazy saying they're both the same. They don't taste the same to me. But yeah, so I don't know. That's it. So the 9th, I take off, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm going to bring the iPad with me. So knowing me, I'll probably be bored. I don't know what times it'll be or anything, but I'll probably try to do a couple of live streams while I'm gone, just because I want to. So we'll see. No worries, Ron. Yeah, Coke Zero, right? I think it tastes a little better than the what do they call it, Max or something? It's not bad. I think I like it better than Coke Light too. I'd have to have a Coke Light and sticking with the water. The water pretty much tastes the same most all the time. I got drink the soda water. I just get tired of it every once in a while. But I do like it with the squeeze of lemon or lime or Manao or whatever. Uh, I do. I do like it. Morning to you. Gorgeous, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Try magic coffee. Try dark magic coffee when you're out. All right, I will. And I still haven't put up. Rob wants me to put up my address. I told my wife about it. I told her I needed her to write out exactly what it's supposed to say so that I could type it in. So I'll try to get it. Not only Ron, but a couple other people have asked about sending stuff. So no one ever has to send anything, but I do appreciate it. I'm a Pepsi guy, but try to stay away. Sometimes Sprite. That's my when I'm going to drink something with sugar. To tell you the truth, I like Coke Zero better than Coca-Cola here with sugar. So if I'm going to have something that with sugar in it, I usually have Sprite. You want to watch Paul's video? What, did I miss something? Are you having a premiere or something? You can tell everybody when it is. Hey Maui, how you doing? But let's see. So that's it. So the only thing that I really think that I have to do is I have to get a hotel for the first night and second night that I'm there, because I'm sure family's going to say it. But you know what? I'll just go to a hotel, nice and quiet, pass out, and do what relax or whatever. And then the air flight from there to Reading, and then back to LAX. A one night in a hotel at LAX, and then the next day I get up and should work out perfect. I think checkout's usually 11, 12 o'clock, and the flight takes off at 1:30, so I'll need to be in the airport by 11. I don't like being late. Afraid I'm going to miss something. But God, I'm so glad I didn't click on that button. Yeah. I gotta, I was trying to rush because I knew I was already like 3 minutes late. I don't like to be late either. Let's see. And I'm caught up. So that's all I think I have to do. I know up there I won't have any problem up there. I'll stay with my buddy, check out his new place, which should be awesome, and have a relaxing 4 days, I think. And the airfare from there, they have he gave me one name, and I'll check it after this, that AVELO. They fly out of Burbank to there. And the one I was looking at was a United flying out of LAX. It was $275, something like that, for round trip, nonstop. But it was out of LAX, which doesn't bother me. Like I said, I go to the flyaway. I got to put Uber back on my phone. I took it off. I don't know, a couple years ago. I should have left it on there. I don't know why I took it off. But I need to put that on there, and I'll just take an Uber from wherever I'm at, and don't have to worry about renting a car. Don't have to worry about somebody having to pick me up. Should work out. Hey, Poe, how you doing? Hey, Uncle, how are you? Hi, Dave. Safe travels, and yeah, I always got my hotel and visiting back need. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't have to. I don't want anybody to say. I don't want to put anybody out. Regardless. How you doing, Poe? Let's see. No, I think that's it. So that I'll do that after I get done here today. I'm hoping to get a couple of things done on the pond before I leave. I want to put the other filter in, which I haven't seen the cousin in a week. I don't know. He's having scooter problems. I didn't press it because I wasn't. I'd like to get the reason that I want to get that other tower in there is as you know I've got three 150 $200 worth of ceramic media that goes inside there, and once I get water running over it, it'll start building bacteria, and the sooner that I do that, the more filtration I have, obviously. So I want to get that up and going, and I had to pull a fish the other day, and my wife helped me. It had some raised scales in the back. I don't know how it got that. It damaged the fin anyway. Had to knock it out and put it up on the table and clean it. And I looked at it today. It was 2 days ago, and it looks better. But I got to pull her out again and check it. Yeah, rent a car. Yeah, but I'm not going to go that far. Is the big deal? Is that I'm going to be going like I don't know, maybe a $10-15 Uber from where I'm going to be, maybe 2 or 3 times. So you're probably right. I probably should just rent a little economy car. What do they charge you, $50 a day or something? I don't know. I'll check into it. I will definitely check into it. Yes, just took a bit ago. They're leaving the island now. I'm having fun here in Texas, even though I missed the trip to the island. Yeah, that island my wife was talking about, that was the one that she wanted to go to because they went out of Chupan. So when we went down to Koh Samui, we went right through Chupan, obviously, and Pachuap Kurikon, all the way down. So we could have went. She's been wanting to go. She's never been there either, but it sure looked like half the people got sick on the boat, and that's some definite turbulence waters. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like on the way back. I'm betting that they're not going to get on the boat if it's blowing. I'm sure they'll get another couple of nights. I mean, why not? I mean, if they're retired and vacationing in Thailand, retiring from your vacation, traveling, what they do, what difference does it make? And I'm sure they'll do it. Joe didn't look in his video like he was ever going to go on a boat again when the sea or when the conditions were like that. Well, that's good. If you guys aren't subscribed, I don't know exactly what you do. If you want to explain what you do, um, I watch occasionally. I'll catch a little piece. But if you guys want to and give them a little boost, go ahead and subscribe and check it out. See what you think. Dave, when I first met Chuck and Joe, Daz was there, so part of the gang. Yeah, when I that's how I was introduced to Daz, was through their videos. Also, I mean, where I saw him first. Great guy, man. Good man, for sure. All them people, man. They can say what they want to. They want to call them fake friends, whatever. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter to me anymore. But just great people, all of them. You know, Gift and Paige and Alpha, James, Chuck, Joe, Daz, everybody. What you see is what you get. Exact same man that you see there is the man you meet when you meet him in person, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't want no phoniness. I don't want no nothing. Just straight cut men, And I've been lucky that way with Mitch and Tom and Mark and everybody. I'm hoping to see a few other people. One of them that I've been trying to meet for a long time, huh, Robert? Meeting up with Robert. So hopefully that'll be soon. I'm only going to be, I don't know, you weren't here. I finalized my tickets and everything. I'm leaving on the 9th. I come back on the 19th or 20th. So I think you said you were going to be at your place in the Midwest. So, but I'll catch you here when you come back. I will definitely meet up. A lot of people I want to meet that I haven't met yet. I was lucky enough to meet Jake, and like I said, I've Mitch for quite a while now. But yeah, a lot of good people, man, here on YouTube. People can say what they want to say about it, but you know, I know the people that I look at and look them square in the eye. I can tell, and they're all men, and they're all stand-up men, and that makes a big deal to me. So, respect, honor, everything. You got to have it, man. Like I said, and surrounding yourself with good people, and they're all good people. No one trying to get you to do anything you don't want to do, and no one trying to tell you what to do in Thailand. That's the people that I want to watch. That's why I watch Chuck. That's why I watch Joe and James. That's what they're doing in their life. This is what's happening with me. That's why I try not to say this is what you need to do. No, this is what I did, and it worked out for me, or it didn't work out for me. This is what I did in Surin. It's going to be different from wherever you're at in Thailand. As long as you have that mentality, you can you'll be fine. And like I said, if you're getting a 365-day retirement visa, does it really matter if you're retired that it takes 2 days? You got to go back the next day with the piece of paper you didn't have? Not really. To me, I got a little kind of pissy because I was hoping to get everything because I wanted to get back to the States. I was hoping to get it back, have it done, send it off to the embassy here in the U.S. and get it back, get to the States. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? To tell you the truth, I don't really feel bad that I didn't get to see my mom before she passed because I don't know if it would have been a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I see her exactly the way that I seen her in my mind. And from what my brother told me and people had said, it probably, I should have. I wish I could have, but I'm not beating myself up because I didn't. It just didn't work out, man. I couldn't do it. If I could have, I would have. So, but anyway, I don't feel horrible about that. I would have liked to have, but not a big deal. And my mom, wish she would have said, "Oh, it's okay, no big deal." So, just the way that she was like I said, she was a royal pain in the ass. But as with my wife, she was my pain in the ass. Could she be a pain in the ass to everybody? Yeah. Was she also the top notch? Come into my house, sit down, let me stuff you full of meatballs, sausage, spaghetti. Pasta vazul, whatever she was making. Can I make you a pizza? Can I, it was worked both ways, and especially with my friends. That's why I think a lot of them are trying to make it. The ones that are still alive. I think the furthest one that's going to be coming is going to be coming from Phoenix, and we were all together. There was about 5 or 6, maybe 6, 7 of us that were a real core of about 4 or 5, and. She had them all over, and their girlfriends and wives through the years, and did dinner. She loved it. She wanted me to do one with her 8 months ago. That's why it's really weird for me how fast somebody can deteriorate, And am I kind of glad that I didn't see that? Yeah, kinda. I wish that I could have been there to support my mom and my brother. I know it was tough on him. Now more so than I did. I hope everything works out, and I think it will with me and him, and at least so we have a relationship. I know my mom wouldn't want us at each other's throat, and I don't think after the conversation with him yesterday, I think everything's going to be okay. So, is Sean here? Hey, Sean. Get media. There you are. How you doing? Glad to see you. But yeah, so I try to think of the good things, and it just pops in your mind. It's really weird. Did the same thing when I lost my wife. It was like, constant bombarding of, brain cells popping off about, stuff when I was 18, 19, 20, 17, 16. Stuff I went, holy shit, I remember that? Never thought about that in 100 years. But she was always there for me, so to the bitter end, she She enjoyed life. She lived life to the max. The only thing she didn't have was a good man in her life, which kind of sucked. But otherwise, and she was happy with that. I mean, she would have made the perfect nun, but I don't know. She couldn't get that. She'd been married a couple times. So, you know, God bless her. Rest in peace. I'll go do my thing. I'll see everybody, which will kind of be cool. I talked to my cousins, a few family members, and friends periodically, once, two, three, four times a month. And so I see them on FaceTime or whatever. But the rest of them I don't. I kind of keep in touch on Facebook. But so I'll get to see them all. I'm sure they'll all be there, most of them anyway. Hey, how you doing? You had a video out this morning. I tried to catch part of, and I got sidetracked. I was trying to get flights and stuff back to the States, and it's been now I can kind of take a deep breath. I have one more flight to get if I want to go up and see my buddy in Northern California. So I'll schedule that one, and I'm only going for the 9th to the 19th, 10 days. I'll be saying hi to Ted. That's Ted, by the way. And if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Good channel. I say it every time he comes on. I like the family stuff, the kids, the hunting, the fishing, good wholesome stuff. Him and JJ Drones, they put out good content. At least I like it. You guys know most of the time they wouldn't be here if they weren't good people. So thanks for coming too, Ted, by the way. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. If I missed something later, Dave Ralph left. Okay. Take it easy if you're still here. Let's see. What did I do? I was bored last night, so I binge watched like the last 2 seasons of Breaking Bad. Had to be one of my favorite shows. I don't know. Did you guys? I think everybody's watched that, haven't they? Everybody watched Breaking Bad. And if you haven't watched the El Camino, which is like the little 2-hour movie deal that was afterwards, it's really good. I liked El Camino. And I think I think the El Camino is on Netflix too. And Netflix has all the Breaking Bad. I think all 5 seasons. Oh, I'm glad I got that little Coke. I'm thirsty. Hey, John, how you doing? I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it should be. I don't know. Like I said, everybody that's come and that's in here that have been flying, Bobby, you didn't have to wear a mask, right? I asked them last night, and they just when I was booking the thing, excuse me, I asked them, and they said no. They said I didn't have to take a COVID test. They wanted me to make sure that I was fully vaccinated and have proof of that. Anybody have to show that? Not that I've got the one from the government here in Thailand with the stamp with the government deal and their little passport deal. Paid the money to get it from the hospital. Shows the 4 vaccinations, what they were, what batch they came out of, and everything. So I'm imagining that's going to be good enough. But I thought no masks now. Cool. I'm hoping. I like Breaking Bad. I have to check El Camino. Yeah, you'll watch El Camino today if you start watching it. It's freaking intense. It's good. You wore a mask anyway. Yeah, if I've got some heavy breather next to me or something that's spitting up or something, I might put one off. I'll probably ask him to go sit in the toilet. But I'm hoping that, I mean, these flights and stuff look like they're pretty freaking full. When I was trying, because I had waited so long because I didn't know exactly what day I wanted to go and what day the services were going to be and what time and all that crap. I saw first off, the fares going through the roof, but second off, the planes were full. No aisle seat, no window seats. Everything was in between, and nothing worse than being a big guy and having people on either side. So even though I'm getting a wheelchair and I know that they'll put me in an aisle seat, I paid the extra money, the $45 or whatever it was for the 4 aisle seats on the Philippine airline. Anybody fly with them or hear anything about Philippine? Amy, how are you? Glad you could make it. I'm flying home on Monday, 30 a.m. Arrive in Sydney at 10:30. Oh wow, yeah, I'm going out on the 10th. I think I leave right around 1 o'clock in the morning out of BKK. So I've got a flight that gets me in from Buriram to Marang, and then I've got to get there is a free shuttle that goes over. I've got plenty of time. Get over to Suvarnabhumi, and I'm probably not saying that right either. And then I'm going to have to wait like about 5 or 6 hours. Same thing coming back. I've got I get in at like, God, I don't remember, 11 o'clock, something like that, p.m. Then I've got to go from Suvarnabhumi back to Marang, whatever, the other airport, and the flight takes off at 6:30. So I'm figuring by the time I get off the plane, get on the shuttle, get the shuttle over to the other place, it's going to be 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They're probably going to board at 6 o'clock, and I think it's 6:30 is when the plane's supposed to take off. So I don't think I'm going to have to even get a room. I have to look at it all again. The only room that I'm going to have to get is when I'm over in the U.S. Daz is saying, when I flew in October, as we boarded, they said wear a mask. I put it on for the first 15 minutes, took it off, and never put it back on, and they never said anything about it. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting to, that I've heard. Yeah, because my wife's worried about me getting it on the plane, but I'm not. I don't care. It's a freaking cold. It's a flu. I'm not going to treat it anything different. If it kills me, oh well. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get some good content. We'll get an actual death on YouTube. Maybe it'll hit 1 million. Me, it won't get. I'll put out a short and it'll get like 60 views. The transit doesn't matter unless you have. The transit airport doesn't matter. Now, I think it only runs until midnight or something. I have to look at it. I'm gonna do a little more checking into it. It was 3-4 years ago, when I used it last, and I had a picture of it, and I put it on my phone so that when I got there I could show it to somebody, and it worked. They said, yeah, just go up this elevator right here and make a left. It's right there, and went and found it, no problem. But if I remember right, they didn't run in the wee hours of the morning. I could be wrong. We flew Eva Air last month, and they made us wear a mask, and I still got it. Yeah, Bobby's been lucky with that COVID crap. There's Jake. Yeah, I was just telling him when I got that flight, I remember it was you that was out asking about bereavement or telling me about it. And so when I was waiting to find out exactly when I wanted to go, and there was a Asia Air deal, and they went up. They were about $1,400, and when I was booking it, I went to a different site than mine, which turned out to be Cheapo Air. And as I was booking the flight on there, a thing popped up, said talk to somebody now. So I said, what the hell? I want to know about my wheelchair, my aisle seats. I want to make sure everything's right. I don't want any freaking problems. And I clicked on it. My phone dialed a number or whatever. I can't remember. My phone. I was on my phone on the bed. And guy answered it in a half hour I was on with him. And he had said, I said, I'm going I need to get, on an airline. I want everything right. My mother passed away. I'm going back there. And he said, oh, okay, let me see what I can do for you. And he got on there and he said, do you have a problem with Philippine Airline? And I said, no, I had looked at their flights before. And I think I asked everybody, and everybody said that they were okay. It was $708. And by the time I added on $45 for being able to change it in case something happened, and the seats, it was $850. So I saved $500. So I'm happy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have to wear the mask. That'll really freak me out. Like I said, man, anything that restricts my breathing, I'm already getting anxiety. Maybe I'd get some Xanax now. Yeah, I'm hoping. Either that or I'm just going to say, just bring me a bag of chips as soon as I run out. And I'll make a bag of chips last 3 hours and bring me something to drink. And there's not much they can do about that, I don't think. But I don't think they are. I don't think they're really sticklers on it now unless somebody's, like I said, I mean, if somebody's basically spitting all over the place next to me, I'm probably going to be forced to wear one. I really don't want, that, either that or, like I said, escort him to the bathroom and say, stay here for the rest of the flight. You'll like it better. But we'll see. Good deal. I always had good experience with Philippine Air. I have friends that are pilots. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I had asked, I think, before, Jake, and people had said, yeah, they're decent. They're good. So I guess I'm flying from BKK to Manila, Manila to LAX, and then LAX to Manila, and Manila. So we'll see. And it's one of them is 20 hours, and one of them is 22. So in Manila, I've got a 3.5 hour layover, and on the 20 hour, I've got an hour and 35-minute layover. So it worked out perfect. I mean, it was awesome. The guy did everything. Like I said, the biggest thing is I think he was Indian, and I had a hard time understanding him. And he was very patient because I just told him I'm hard of hearing because I didn't want to say, you're not speaking English, to me all the time. So I wanted to be nice. He was really helpful. So I said I'm a little hard of hearing, so I might ask you to repeat stuff over, and it worked out pretty good. See, now when I was younger, I would have never cared about that. I would have just said, hey, you stupid bastard. You sound like shit. Could you give me someone that speaks English? That's how I've changed. So, for the better, I think. You'll still take them off to eat and whatever else. So, how you protect them. Yeah, Bobby's just unlucky with that. You're probably going to get it again. Are you going to get it again when you come back? So you'll be available. You'll get back here on the 29th. Then when you do your 7 days, 30th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So you'll be ready to go out and have coffee on like the 7th or so, right? Or something like that. I'm screwing with poor Bobby this morning. Sorry, Bobby. He has been unlucky with that virus. I used to stay at the Amari Hotel, crosswalk from the airport, very convenient. Yeah, if I have to, what did I say? I'm going to have to stay. I will. That's at LAX, Ron. I will check into that because I've got to. I'm going to try to time it. I got to see. I might get there the day before, and I think that's what I'm going to have to do on going up north. So when I come back and I leave on the 19th, I'm probably going to have to come back on the 18th, something like that. So I'm going to have to spend the night. So I will definitely check that out. I want it to be I don't care about the money-wise. I care about the convenience-wise. So, you're vaccinated. Sister got it 4 times. Man, I should have immunity. 3 jabs and 2 bouts. No. Poor Bobby. Yeah, natural immunity. That was because it cut his poor damn vacation. What did it slice? 10 days out of your vacation, which the first one was. But I think it was good. I think Jai got to relax here and didn't have to, be rushed everywhere. She could do what she wanted, and came to her great decision, by the way, in case you're listening, and will be retiring very shortly. So that's awesome. You guys are gonna have an awesome time here, and plus I get to talk to Bobby, who speaks English, maybe 3, 4 times a week. Bobby's gonna end up saying, "Dave, could you just not talk to me anymore?" Um, it did, yes. Yeah, well, it did. It sucked. But another good person that I wouldn't have met if I didn't. Two of them, Jai being the second one, that I wouldn't have got to meet without freaking YouTube. YouTube's great. God bless you, YouTube. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to meet people. Wouldn't be able to ramble. I don't know. And I'm still looking forward to the other channel. If you guys aren't, a shameless plug, if you guys aren't subscribed to Trailer Trash Thailand, that's going to be the travel channel. As soon as I get back, not travel, camping, traveling, but off the beat, not hotels and stuff. So I'll probably get the camper maybe 3 weeks after I get back. So I should have it at the end of this month, the first week of next month, and I hope to be done with it in 2 weeks after I get it. 2 weeks to put all the solar stuff and make it ready to go. I got to do some stuff with the truck, put the hitch on and all that, and then I'm gonna start planning trips during the middle of the week. So if you guys would subscribe to that, I would really appreciate it. I think we have, let's see, how many subscribers do we have? We have 37 subscribers. You guys are awesome, because that's most of the people from here. So I think it's going to be a kick in the pants. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the first time that I've seen that little deal up there. Now it's got 2 bars, and now it's an I. Okay, so now it's back. Okay, all right. So let's see. You're the first person I heard say, "God bless you too." Yeah, but I wouldn't have met you. I mean, and people bitch, these trolls and stuff, about people making money and stuff like that, and it's like, well, that's what the platform was put there for. Was for people to make money. Not me, but people do, and they try to chastise them for making money. Well, I guess that's what the troll mentality. When you're sitting in your mother's basement at 55 years old, banging on a keyboard and a pair of jockey shorts, I guess you have a whole different outlook on stuff. But yeah, God bless you too. I came back from Thailand November 19th after spending time with hundreds of tourists from certain country with the city name on. And of course that didn't feel good, like a cold. Yeah, and everybody, the daughters had it, and that kind of stuff. And they came, as soon as we knew there were some kind of symptoms, we nabbed them from Bangkok and made them isolate upstairs, which was kind of torture for them, because they could hang out the back window here on the second story and see us in the pool. So the kids got a little bit, but they had it, the same thing. Like I said, the oldest daughter said the best relief she got wasn't any of the medications the doctor gave, was the bottle of honey and Lipton iced tea with Manao, and that we gave her. Said she got more relief and felt better after sipping tea. So who knows? Where's my money? You're not making like 12 cents? I'm raking in, or my wife is raking in the money. $1,200 last year. So about $100 a month. That's on 90% of that is super chats, and it goes to my wife's ad set account. So and she's happier than hell with that. That 3,000-4,000 baht a month. Can we give the 3,000 or the 1,000 baht to the kid, that everybody that's members, you guys are paying for 90% of that, and the rest of it she spends on the stuff that we give when we gave the TV and the stuff for the kids, and there's a couple big donors that put in through PayPal, and put a smile on my wife's face. That's all I want. And if something happens and I've got to do something and I'm doing something wrong, which I don't feel that I am, then I'll have to make an adjustment. Until then, hell, I'm paying double taxes on it. Paying taxes, U.S. taxes, and she's paying stuff that's coming into the AdSense account. She's paying taxes here in Thailand. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, God bless YouTube and Thailand. It's, the platform's there for people to actually make a living if they wanted to. The ones that come to mind is Rob and and stuff like that, and he got chastised for years from people calling him an e-beggar and this and that. Hey, the guy's upfront about what he does. I need Patreons and I need this, and this is how I stay here, and this is how I make content. And if you like that, throw me a few bucks my way. What's wrong with that? I don't understand it. So, of course, I'm going to have a hard time understanding trolls anyway. Let's see. Poor Jamie. Constant trolls. Yeah, they get hit pretty heavy. And James is pretty open about it too. He's got his bot thing and his night bot that asks for PayPal, and Fa the same way. Screw the trolls. And James has the best attitude. He's given me the attitude, and my wife. They're nothing. They're barking dogs in the background. And if you look at it that way, I don't do anything with any of them anymore. Nothing. So unless I get confronted in real life, I got absolutely no use for any of them, and just go on my merry way. Like I said, it's really helped with that 5 minutes. You got to be a member. They don't want to be a member for 5 minutes. It's been really here anyway. I don't know if James. I'm sure James does that too. But maybe they troll them, don't they? Let's see. I'm really happy today. Just got paid for my first freelance writing gig. Well, good for you, Jake. That means that see, Jake's got money. When you come here, can you buy me lunch? I don't have any money. Please give me money. Give me money. Like I said, people that are doing it to travel or to, they're too young to retire, or they didn't plan for their retirement, but they're good on YouTube. God bless them too. Throw them money if you like them, what they're doing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Put it that way. I think that's what the platform was put here for, and I think it's like I said. I wouldn't have met anybody that's here right now. I wouldn't have met anybody. I'd have been sitting in Surin and would have never known that Bobby was going to be a stone's throw from me. Tom, who was basically the first person to ever come over and visit me here in Surin, and Thailand Digital Nomad, who's another Superman. And it's awesome, awesome. And again, if you're lost your significant other and thought that there's no way that you're going to have any life at 60, 65, 70, bullshit. Come and talk to me, send me an email. I'll tell you exactly, or watch some of the videos, jump into the live stream, ask your questions. No one going to get on you as long as you're respectful and come on and talk. Everybody will try to help you out. There is life here. And a good damn life too. One you can afford, one you can live on Social Security, on people that are coming from the U.S. A good life, Are you gonna, if you didn't plan at least a little bit, are you gonna be living I'm on top of the world, Ma? No. Are you gonna be able to go out and eat and have a good life and maybe go travel a little bit and back and forth and eat good Thai food and yeah. Are you going to be able to chase 20-year-old girls? No. Are you going to be able to drink every day? No. So you have to make that judgment, and if you're 65, 70 years old and you have to drink and chase 20-year-old women, hey, God bless you. Just not what I would do. I had a different life when I was younger. I got to do whatever I wanted pretty much on a motorcycle and the bars that I was hanging out in and the people that I was hanging around. As far as with young women, and got to do everything. It's just nothing big to me. It's not a big deal. Although I do want to go with James next time I'm down there, and Mitch, and whoever else wants to come. I missed out on Jake when he went with his wife and some other people. The one night I was there, I should have went, because I've never seen a bar and bar girls and all that stuff transpire in front of my eyes, and I'd like to see that just for the hell of it. I've seen it on YouTube, but it ain't the same. But it wasn't what I wanted, you know. I didn't even know if I was. I wanted a companion of some sort, a female to talk to, because I've been talking to my best friend for 30 years, a female, and you know, I didn't know what I wanted. In fact, when I met with Nitnoy, that was my biggest fear. I've never feared anything or anybody in my life, and I did fear that a little bit. That, and when they told me when I thought my wife was going to die, which she did, that I was fearful of. But you know, I was a little bit scared, I can say. I hadn't been with another woman in 28 years, 29 years, and you know, what was I gonna? I didn't know. I was, you know, and she was awesome, man. She was really good, and as it worked out, she loved this. It was like, you sure, honey? I mean, I think you need the glasses, and but now I can't let her have them, because if she gets a good look at me, she'll be out the freaking door. Is Ron leaving? Okay, everybody got to run. Thanks, Dave. See you on the next one, brother. All right, you you bet. Go watch that movie, El Camino, if you haven't seen it, and you liked Breaking Bad. You're gonna love El Camino. Everybody say goodbye. Hello, Ryan. How's the legs? Oh, that's right. Bicycling legs? Is that right? I think I caught part of that in one of the last live streams. Pink hand waving. I love that one. You'll have to take a nap and go out with us. Yeah, definitely, Daz. For sure. I just want to, you know, see it, have a good time. And my wife doesn't care. So, you know, it took me a year and a half to get her off of the jealousy thing. Like I said, if she has one wine cooler, which she has about maybe 2 times a year when we go on vacation or something, then she'll accuse me of wanting a 20-year-old girl. But otherwise, now she knows. I think I've pretty much convinced her. I wouldn't do that to you, for one thing. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I mean, if you really, like I said before, if you really want to dig something in and hurt somebody, cheat on them. You know, that's the easiest way to do it. And I would never do that to her. And I think I finally convinced her. You know, she's that, and that I know how to make coffee, so she doesn't have to get up at 5:30 in the morning and make me a cup of coffee. That took me a year, honey. I think I'm over 60. I think I can handle making a cup of coffee. So, but yeah, definitely does. El Camino, like the Chevy El Camino. Now the other one, Gran Torino, I think, is the one with Clint Eastwood, I believe. No, it's El Camino, and it's that same kid, the one that was his I forget his name, the junkie, the one that was forget his name. He's the star in it. The other guy's not even in it. What's his name? And it's awesome. You'll turn it on and watch it, and you won't be able to. I think it's a 2-hour movie, hour and whatever it is. You'll watch it from start to finish. All right, Ron. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, Gran Torino. Yeah. Yeah. So, what was I talking about? We were on having a good life, and yeah. So, if you know somebody out there that your uncle, your brother, your whatever is, lost a significant other and is just sitting on a couch in the house that he has paid for, waiting to die, which I would have been doing, and I would have been dead, by the way. I would have died whether I was in the States, or if I wouldn't have met Nitnoy, I would have died in Kamala. Not a doubt in my mind, because I wouldn't have went to the hospital, and I would have stopped breathing right there in the room, and they would have eventually went, what's that smell? We better check on Dave, and that would have been the end of that. So, there is life, and it's awesome. Hey, how you doing? Um, Not a 20-year-old Dave, two 20-year-olds. It just won't fill up like they used to. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, my biggest thing was, not that I have anything, do I think that there are mature, and I'm going to say, 30-year-olds, late 20s, early 30s? Sure. Sure there are. But they're probably far and few between. Um, didn't want babies, didn't mind children at all. When I met Nitnoy, I think they were 14 and 16. Had no problem with that, and she was afraid that I was gonna bolt when I found out about that. So the women here are very self-conscious about wanting Farang, wanting a good life, wanting a decent life, and more than willing to put in what they need to put in to make that happen. And in my case, it was love, and I know that she does. I didn't want the babies, and I didn't want the partying. I didn't want the boom, 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 boom until can we go out again? Well, this is the sixth night this week. No, I wouldn't have dealt with it well. So I knew that wasn't where I wanted to head. But like I said, God bless people that do. I got all that I wanted between I was 17 and 25. I mean, whatever I wanted, any and anything. So it's like it's not a big deal to me now. If it's a big deal to somebody, then go and burn yourself out on it. But I just can't see. I don't know. Me, I'm tired, man. I want to go to bed at 10 o'clock. And that's where, I found the perfect woman, as far as I'm concerned for that. She goes to bed at the same time I do. And gets up and goes to work. So, Nick Spark are no pressure environments. All of the girls are nice and also actors. Waitresses, good live music. Yeah, that's definite. And I'll definitely come when you're back. We'll get over there and I'll go out with you and Daz and whoever's around. I think Daz is gonna, once he gets back this time, I think you're gonna pretty much hit the ground running, right? Let's see if Chuck can completely inflame and break your knee in one fell swoop. But we'll catch up. We'll all meet up. I want to do it this time. Next bar and so A7, but the A7 hookup corner. Yeah, that I seen a couple of his videos, or quite a few of his videos actually. I was a member for a while, but I don't know. I didn't re-up or something. It's gone now. Yeah, I'd just like to see it. I never. Not that I'm completely naive, but I was naive to the whole thing here. Did I know that there was like something going on with women, whether it be prostitution or whatever the case may be? It's just weird, bizarre for both Costa Rica when I was there. Costa Rica wasn't quite as open. Yeah, they were. I just wasn't in the area where it was open. I wasn't in San Jose, and it was still illegal. Now in Costa Rica, it was legal, as far as I know, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. The madams, the people that were going to hook you up with a girl, that was against the law. For the girl to come up and say, I want to, this is how much I want for my body rental for the next, 2 hours or whatever, as long as they negotiated it and they did it, I was under the understanding it was legal. If I was a pimp or whatever, that's illegal. Now here in Thailand, I think it's completely illegal, but yet it runs rampant. So I don't quite understand it, but on how you can have a business and everything, and basically you're doing something illegal. I still haven't quite got a grasp on how that works. Because I'm sure that if somebody right now was to open up a big weed bar and advertise the crap out of it and have girls there and drinks and marijuana and everything, they'd probably get shut down. So I don't understand how that works. Oh, you get back the same day Bobby does. You guys gonna meet up at LAX and have a toast? I don't. I think the 29th. Is Bobby still here? I don't know if Bobby's here. But I think it's the 29th. I think. There's 3 months. Home. What is written and what? Yeah, two different things. Yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of walked on the edge of the law anyway, but now I don't. I could imagine I wouldn't want to be in a Thai jail. I never wanted to be in an American jail either. But I like I said, if it goes through, and with the new, I guess they're waiting for now the new administration, whoever's gonna come in and be the new whatever they have here in Thailand. It's gonna be up to them on what they do. If it comes down to they do that, I probably will take some of that Ubon land, put a small house on it, put a couple of greenhouses on it. That's the only way that I can see that it can be done outdoor and get free flowering sunlight, 12 and 12, and it would cost almost nothing. The only thing you'd have to burn is you could use fluorescents or LEDs to supplement the 12 to 18 hour, what is that, 6 hours of extra light. And that's it. That's all you'd have to do, and with them that would be nothing here. And depending on how it goes here, but they've got to be able to make more than grown rice for a lot less work. So I'd be willing to do that with the family if it comes comes down to that. But I don't want to work, So it's gonna be an iffy situation. I want to do it on the up and up, and we'll have to see. I was reading an article that said originally sex trade was for Thais, not for foreigners. That could be. Not my style. I prefer Soy One, Little America, and got something good. Yeah, you guys know all these Soys and stuff. I'm completely naive to all that stuff. And I've been in Pattaya, John Tiem, like 3-4 times now, and still never made it down a walking street or anything. Not that there was much of one the couple of times that I was there. It was just now starting to get back to what I considered normal. Compromise is more important than the rule. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I guess I wouldn't put myself in that situation. And with them doing a bar, it's not like they're even that anything's hidden. I mean, it's just all right out there in the open, right? You just walk up to the bar and say, I want to bar find this and this one, and they make the arrangements, and off you go. I mean, it's not like it's go in the back room and you can talk about it. I mean, they're not trying to hide anything. I mean, some of them own like 2, 3, 5, 7 different places, right? I don't understand. We'll have to see. And John saying so many are doing it now. It's now overrun, overgrown, indoors. They now have more than they need. Yeah, I mean, I saw some of the pricing that I see that they throw up, and they're not supposed to advertise it. And they're not supposed to smoke in public, and they're not supposed to do this and that. But boy, I haven't seen it recently, but they were advertising the living crap out of it on Facebook. And the stuff was reasonable, according to what I remember in the States 5 years ago. More like guidelines. Yeah, I've heard that before. Well, hey, to each their own, thank God, or they wouldn't be able to make money. And my hats go off to anybody that, comes here and wants to make a living here. If I was younger and in a different situation, I would probably think about it, coming here, and doing that, just because I know what it's like to live here now. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Where are you, Dave? Sorry, late. Waiting for a boat. Is the wind blowing? Because I want to get some footage of Joe actually puking. And I've been watching the videos. That seas look pretty gnarly to me. Yeah, I'm still at home. I just got through. I was telling everybody, made my airfare. I leave on the 9th. I come back on the 19th, and everything's already scheduled in the States. Well, my flight from Buriram to BKK, and from BKK back to Buriram. I'm going to fly and go up to Northern California and visit a friend for a few days and then come back. I'm only going to be gone 10 days. And then I'm going to schedule another one for, I think June or July, and I think I'm going to take my wife. She wants to go. But I'm still in Surin. But yeah, there wasn't a whole bunch of footage on the boat. But I know that you guys said, I can't remember if it was you or Joe that said over half the people or half the people got sick. I don't get sick, so I would have been lucky, but nothing worse than seasick. I remember it. I got sick when I was a kid. Took a trip to Catalina and slept on a boat, 25-foot boat with my cousin for 3 days, and haven't been sick since. And I was 23 at the time. Never got sick. I went on that one sailfish, and poor Tim got sick. But nothing worse than, I remember it. It was not good. Have a safe trip. I'll give you a supply list. Hey, if you need anything, let me know. I can bring back something small. I'm only taking a carry-on, but the next time I go, I'm gonna do like I said, I'm gonna try to take my wife with me. I'll buy extra luggage. We'll load it up full of chocolate and candy for the kids and whatever they want, and I'll take orders by all means. I hear you need what is it? Your mom needs grits, and you need garlic powder. You hardly have any garlic powder left. Just kidding. In case somebody's listening and writing this down, I think Chuck has enough garlic powder. I know you were, Chuck. But if you do, a little thing or something, let me know. And when I get there, I might get. I bought one of those. I wanted that cowboy hat fan deal, but I think you guys got those in Texas. Your friend got it for you. And I bought a regular ball cap with one, and my father-in-law stole it. He sits out in the sun doing his farming across the street now. He's got to see it over there. Got corn and long beans and chili and everything over there. It's amazing, but he broke it now at Fallout, so I'm going to have to order another one. He enjoys it. Hey, Traveler, how you doing? No. What did I miss? No garlic salt. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to No Time to Be Sad, he hardly has any subscribers. And also his, what is it? What's the food channel? That one you need subscribers for. And you need subscribers for No Time to Be Sad. I can't see anybody in here that isn't subscribed to Chuck's channel. I'd be really surprised. I need grits. Paid 350 baht at Villa for them. I don't know where did you find? I think you found them at Villa too, right? I think you got them for your mom. Instant grits, I think. Have a safe boating trip across there. Don't capsize. John saying, did you like the Tim Tams from Australia? Let's see. My wife made Boffy sweet and sour. Made Boffy is what? Sweet and sour pork belly recipe the other night. Delicious. All right, Chuck. Take it easy. Be safe. Hopefully the seas aren't too rough there. If you guys didn't watch the video, they didn't film very much during the actual trip, and Joe's face and even Chuck's face on both their videos they tell all. It wasn't a great trip. Not that they wanted to do that again. So hopefully they're not. I'm imagining they wouldn't board it if the seas were bad. So I'm thinking they probably got good seas or something decent. But yeah, I think they bought them from the same place. I think they bought them from Villa. I know you can get them on Lasada too. But I think it's actually probably through Villa. I don't know exactly. I think they're instant grits, right? Ryan, is doing the grits. If you can tuck some into the bag next time, I will. I think they're instant grits. No one really goes through the time of making grits. And it's really weird because some of them have 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute grits. It's weird. They're all instant grits. I would have been happy on that boat. True. Yeah, look, they said it was pretty nasty, man. Thanks, Gator. I'm actually going home soon. I'll stock up. Yeah, I like grits. They're good. I almost knocked over my cha-cha. That shrimp and grits. There we go. When are you going back? Are you going back for good or just going back to visit, Ryan? Let's see. Okay. 25 people still here. You guys are awesome. It's been an hour and a half. I do have to get some stuff done today, especially the flights and all that. I'm probably going to do, what do we have? Let's see. Boom, boom. Let's go here. Let's go to here. So now the 4th is going to be a Saturday, which is going to infringe on Live My Ass Off and Robbie's Walking in My Shoes. So I'll probably do a late one. I'll probably do it on Saturday, 9:30. And then the last one will be the 6th and the 8th. I'll probably do one before I go on the 8th. So about 3 or 4 more of them. So we got plenty of time to ramble. I'm only eat one grid. That's it. Visit in May. Okay, cool. I'll have to Pattaya tomorrow to pick up some merch. Cool. All right, guys, gals. And I haven't done that. I want to be honest. Pretty much, probably, I'm not going to do anything with the shirts until I get back. I just can't see it. If I do, it would have been nice to bring them. But if I had to get them back there when Jake comes or when anybody comes that's going back, maybe they'll do a favor and mail out, 3 or 4 shirts when they get back. So one way or another, when I get back, I'll make sure that I get it all. I don't want to overload my wife, and I'm pretty much overloaded already. So, but it will happen, and I will get them, and they will be free. And at least that first run of them will be. And then the rest of it's going to be up to my wife. I'm leaving it up to her. It's all going to go to her and her, giving back to Thailand deal. And she does a good job of it, by the way. So, as always, I will say the intro and the outros on these lives was given to me as a gift from Richard at Richard Travel. And I always thank him because I really like him. I did have to change the music, and I'll bust his stones a little bit about that on the other one. I haven't gotten around to it. He gave me the other one that I played too, but the music I got a little bit of an issue with. They're copyrighting me. But anyway, I want everybody to, have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at. And I will catch you all on the next one.